Okay, we're back to the 47 International. Like I said, 41 to 49, you could do this too. So what I did is I put the Speedway axle in, and a couple things from the other video you're going to have to do is change the pin location. I'm going to paint all this when I'm done. I don't want to do it until I align it, because I might have to bend the axle in the center for the camber or caster. So you're running 48 to 52 Ford spindles. You have to get that. And like I said, that arm on the Ford comes from the front, like here, and goes back to the original steering. The International started over here. It started on this side and went around over to here. So I had to reclock the pitman arm a little bit. When I was turning it, it was going a little farther to the right than to the left, so I straightened that out, greased everything up. I re-greased all my leaf spring. I had all new bushings and stuff put in there. I had to add 3 leaves because when I put this 3-inch drop on, I do have an extended oil pan, and it was like pretty close to the ground. So I added 3 leaves I took out about 20 years ago, and it got it up a little bit there. So when you put this on, it's not that tough. You have to redraw your holes. I showed you how they were at like a different angle. Leaf springs track in a little bit, so I copied the same pattern. And then when you put your bolts through, the only problem you have is they're really close to the back of the axle here. So you pull the U-bolt up and start your nuts, high, then you can get them on there. So it's all on. You see the jack stands are there, so it is loaded, and that's the distance I got between the frame and the leaf spring. Like I said, I took 3 leaves out about 10 years ago, and the leaf spring was closer to the frame. But you can do this. We'll find out. Seems to work okay. I greased everything up, put the kingpins in. There's new bushings. And like I told you before, the Speedway axle is too thick for the 48 to 52 spindles. I see a lot of comments on it, but the machine shop has to take off 8 to 10 thousandths. I don't know if he did both sides. He probably did, to get the spindle to fit. So he did that. I see he has the markings on one side, but we're going from drums to disc now. It's hard to see here. Yeah, this one ain't marked. But I painted up the I think these are GM calipers off a Camaro, and this is a Valari rotor, and I'm using 4.5-inch bolt circle. And you put your bracket back here, and that holds that. And then I liked when I first had it how low it was. You go to a show or something, so I know people say things about that, but I don't really care. I might put this brand new air shock up front, and I have air shocks in the back, so maybe I'll put a little compressor, and then I can raise it up a little bit. Before, my tire was right about, you can see a little air up here, but now the tire's like 1.5 inches to 2 into the fender, so it looks a little better. I'll show you when it's all done, but we're mocking it up right now. Then we take it apart and I'll paint everything. But so far so good, I guess. I'm waiting for the drag link. That's the only other problem I had. Speedway has these, I'll show you. These, I think they're 2-inch drop tie rod ends. And you can kind of see once you tighten it up, well, that ain't gonna be too good, because drag link ain't gonna go past that. I don't know what they're talking about. So I had these. These are drop blocks. So you have that, and now you can see it's about even with the axle. I like to have it, at least the axle, to protect it. It's a little bit above the axle, which would be okay. So I'm going to put these on for now, and then later I'll show what to do with these. I'm going to make a jig up, and I'm going to heat it, and I'm going to put more of a bend in it, and then put them back on someday. So I'm just trying to get ready for the York Street Rod Show. So that's it. If you have any questions, you can ask me. So have a great day. Bye.